first of all, congratulations. This
thank
movie
you.
is, I think, a long time fans have been waiting for. It's very, very special. I have to ask, though, after you did the Wolverine, when did you sort of land on knowing that this would be the next story you
A couple months after we wrapped, I had this idea. It was originally that Logan and Charles were hiding out in a Kentucky abandoned bourbon factory, but that he was in a tank in an abandoned tank in a bourbon factory, and the idea occurred to me to make a movie about family, and the idea of using. I kept doing more and more research, and the Craig Kyle Innocence Lost series about X-23 caught my attention, and the idea of doing a movie in which we find Logan with a daughter seemed like a really interesting family dynamic, caring for an ailing dad and then discovering you have a kid. And particularly for a character like Logan, who is so loath to have any intimate connections with anyone, it seemed like the ultimate set of obstacles to put in front of him, much bigger than a supervillain from another planet.
Like you said, you introduced X-23, but we also get Caliban and Xavier. Were there any other mutant characters that you were pondering perhaps including?
We toyed with it, but one of the things I've been very conscious of is that I think one of the reasons that a lot of different movies are struggling in the comic book arena these days is they keep operating from the more is more philosophy. If we made a movie last time about 4 superheroes, this time it's going to be 7. Next time it's going to be 12.
Yeah.
And there's a kind of arms race in visual effects and cast. And I don't think it necessarily yields more. I mean, do the math. If you have 120 minutes and you have 7 actors with principal roles, then they're each getting 6 minutes to themselves or to their storylines. If you make a movie about 2 or 3 characters, the movie is really owned by these characters, and you get to go deep with them. That was our goal.
With the Wolverine in the Unleashed edition, we get that great tease, of course, of the yellow costume. Was there ever any pressure or desire to let's suit him up in the yellow?
I always feel the certain contingent of fans who are yearning for it. Mm-hmm. But the biggest block I've had, and I'm willing to take the heat for it, is that I can never get past, being a writer for these movies as well, that Logan is the least narcissistic of all the superheroes of any kind I can think of, Marvel, DC, or anywhere else. What I mean by that is, who puts a special branded outfit on when they do good deeds, and why? The only reason you do it is so you can have some kind of trademarked claim and get credit for what you did. Nothing seems less Wolverine-like than the desire to put on a trademarked outfit, particularly canary yellow, and kind of prance about doing good deeds and having people go, "Oh my God, it's the Wolverine!" And at least the Wolverine, as I see him, that's a real struggle for me, and always has been. And I somehow feel that if we ever put Hugh into one of those outfits, people would not be happy. Essentially, it's something that lives on the page, and I'm not sure could live anywhere else.
For my last question, now that you've wrapped up Logan's story arc and essentially this trilogy, are there still other Wolverine stories to tell in other timelines or universes? Or is this the end for real?
Well, the character is universal, and I can't imagine with a character this successful like Batman or Superman or any other that sometime someone won't come back around again. But I think that in terms of the Hugh Jackman line of doing this role, I think that we're done.